Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen, post craziness, mid craziness edition. I don't know. It kind of depends on what these people are gonna do. But before we get into that, let's have these people that I mentioned introduce themselves and their characters as usual. I rolled some dice in the background. The dice say that we're going reverse alphabetical, meaning that Show&Tell, who arguably may be the one for most responsible for potentially perpetuating the craziness in this episode. Please introduce yourself.
I am Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel, who will keep perpetuating.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is compelled to, so I guess there was no choice involved anyway.
But he's happy to do it.
Better than cleaning up what happened to.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Show&Tell. And speaking of what happened to, said person who stuff happened to, Dely, could you please introduce yourself and your character?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely, and as always, I'm playing as Muninn. They are a traveling scholar from Brightland, and currently in a bit of a sticky situation, in more ways than one, and is in dire need of a bath.
Many other things as well. Yes. But the witch advised you take your bath 2 hours from now because you're just going to get dirty again.
Okay.
We'll get into that, I guess. Thank you very, very much, Dely. And next, the person we desperately wished was there when it all happened, Ashen. Could you please introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, I'm Ashen. I'm now the Sun Master. I've been meditating for the entire session. Not a word, not a single thought, just meditation.
Yes, something like that. Something like that. That did happen. Thank you very, very much, Ashen. So, last time, stuff happened. Watch the last episode because it's honestly embarrassing for me to describe it out loud. But I guess TLDR, you guys went to negotiate with the witch. I think partly because of Illona's cat thing, partly because Muninn had a plan that they did not reveal to anyone else, so now everyone else has no reason to respect Muninn, I guess. Basically, the witch concocted like a complex ritual for Illona to get rid of the cat curse. Only we agreed that we're not getting rid of it completely, but rather getting it to a point where Illona can sort of master it. But that will take some time. On the Muninn side of things, which is arguably the, let's say, raunchier side, the negotiations weren't going particularly smoothly, which caused a bunch of, in terms of dice, success at negative costs and compels, leaving Muninn in a very, very humiliated position. I guess I'll just describe the end result. Muninn currently is passed out on the witch's floor with a pretty large protrusion coming out of their pants, which is also leaking something wet, I guess. And not just that, they're lying in a very smelly, according to the compel, pile of their own poop, and also having, while passed out, covered themselves in their own vomit. Congratulations, Dely. I think this is definitely a high point for Muninn. It can only go up from here.
It's like achievement unlocked. You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for the other players, because of the complex ritual thing and real world circumstances, Illona, we basically had her just chill on the witch's floor, safe distance away from the mess that was happening above board.
Yeah.
Because the witch told you, okay, stay there quiet for like an hour or maybe 10 hours or maybe 5 minutes, depending on when the next session is, and just focus on the cat thing in your hands. Meanwhile, Anghel was, for all the negotiations, first of all, because he can't speak. Second of all, because he didn't know what Muninn's plans were. was left a little bit in the dark. And when the witch said, okay, you clean up the mess that Muninn is in, Anghel got the idea, because of a compel, to go and spread the news to the entire village. Hey, look at Muninn. Not necessarily, well, Show&Tell, you decide if it's with ill intent towards Muninn, but the main idea of the compel, at least, was to prevent long-term bloodshed by discrediting Acacius, by discrediting Acacius's chosen emissary, however you want to call Muninn. And as for real brief for the NPCs, all of them were ordered to stay outside, and they're currently hanging out by a tree, except for a certain chicken who wasn't even asked the question and wouldn't have agreed to stay outside anyway, who from behind Illona sketched out in great detail Muninn's state, and also got up close and sketched all of it happening up close. So, as I go to turn on the background music real quick, and we resume with the craziness. Where was the track that I'm looking for? It's this one. No longer serious dark witch happening. This is where being stupid, the track. Going back where we left off. Anghel just left the hut with the plan that I mentioned in mind, but I think we should, partly because Ashen, you weren't here to react directly, I think we should resume with Illona, as the witch says, you can stop doing that now.
Okay, I'll just warn you, there will be a bit of dog barking probably in the background.
No worries.
Yeah. Has Illona, like, as part of the meditation, have I had my eyes closed,
No,
or is it just
no.
like, okay, so I've seen everything.
Also, Anghel, you saw more than Anghel, because Anghel was behind Muninn and you were in front of Muninn.
Oh shit. So probably I've covered my mouth first, like going from giggling to just like looking horrified and disgusted. And I'm like, excuse me, I just need to go outside a minute. What the fuck?
Oh no, you stay here. The boy just left. You're cleaning this up, says the witch.
I'm quite sure I will be contributing to more of this if I stay here. Like Illona kind of fake gags a little. I mean, if it's I don't know if it's fake gagging, if it's kind of like
I can see it being genuine. Can I, just for the sake of it, get a flashy from you? But it will not be a difficult roll.
boop. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
Congratulations.
You can tell I would love to clean up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry for this, but because of the very poor flashy roll, the witch will say, "Quit looking at there and clean it up."
I don't know what Illona will. Oh, I know what Illona will do. Okay, give me 1 second. How about a tactical retreat right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's your stunt, yes? Let me check the wording on it again.
I don't want to be away for the entirety of the session. If that's cool.
Oh yeah,
But,
you're not gonna be.
okay.
I'm just she can sneak away, escape from any situation. Yep, and makes sense to me. You define
And I'm out.
You define the terms of said escape. How far away you escape to, if that makes sense. The witch will not be able, like, even if say the escape is go outside, because of your stunt, the witch will not grab you and get you back inside.
Okay. To like make it a bit interesting, like from the meditation, do I have like some more control over the cat thingy? Could I just turn into a cat and like jump out the window or something? Yeet.
Let's say for the sake of it, but I wasn't planning on it, but let's say for the sake of the stunt.
Yeah. Cat power.
Okay, you jump through a window, which again is more of a hole in the wall, not an actual window, and she says, "Hey, you!" Looks at Muninn. Well, you're gonna clean it up when you freaking wake up. And Show&Tell, was your compel that Muninn pass out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you decide when Muninn wakes up, because it's your compel.
Oh, okay.
That does make
I
things
see.
interesting because you're the one trying to discredit me.
Yeah.
You just be
Keeping
like, and now you
us-
wake up, even after everything is done. It's like, okay, yeah, now you can wake up.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, fair enough. I literally just remembered, by the way, I made some alterations to Munin's character sheet.
Oh
Should
yes, I'll show your thing on screen so the viewers can see the alterations, but feel free to go through them.
Okay. I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I've completely forgotten until now. So I made a few changes to Munin's stunts, so it's mainly in terms of rewording things. So I've just tried to make the wording a little bit more sort of versatile in terms of, or broad rather, so that the use cases for these stunts are more versatile, if you know what I'm saying. But the last stunt that I have, the Raven, instead of making people skip a turn, it causes people to become like unable to defend themselves against an attack, basically. So if I go to attack someone and I use my stunt, they're going to get the full damage of however much I roll, if that makes sense.
Full disclosure, it's a stunt that was thought up by one of the players in the other campaign, where Dely, not recently, because the episode will funnily enough come up after this episode, where Dely will guest star in, I guess.
Yes. But yeah, I was very impressed. This is kind of a tangent, but I was very impressed once again with everyone's character sheets in the other campaign, because they always they never fail to impress, if you know what I'm saying. They're all so well thought out and really strong and overpowered, to be honest.
A little bit, much to my chagrin, but I like to think that there are times when I make things difficult enough for them.
Yeah.
But yes, those are Dely's new things you can see on screen. Specifically, Analytical Mind and the Raven were changed if the viewers want to read them. Feel free to pause or go back as we resume the actual game. I guess, again, Show&Tell, you decide when Muninn wakes up. Obviously, please don't make them sleep forever. But
That'll be interesting.
but
Don't give her ideas.
you pipe up and say when Muninn wakes up, as I carry the scene on to Anghel, okay?
All right.
So, you exit the hut. Illona will join you in 20 or 30 seconds. But before that, you see your NPC companions just hanging by a tree, the village minding about its own business. What do you do?
Okay, the original plan at the time was to go straight to Arita.
I believe that was your intent.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's not what I compelled you, but yeah.
I'm thinking if just to try to attract people's attention to go to the hut. So even if Arita doesn't come, there will be rumors. So I guess Anghel, because he can't speak, he will wave his arms.
Yeah, people that may speak for you.
Yeah, I don't know how. We haven't established. They don't know the language yet, right?
Always first thing knows bits and pieces, and that's about it.
And they will probably do what Anghel needs them to do, though. I'm not sure if they will understand, but Anghel is turning to wave his arms. Pointed at the hut, and I don't know what.
Okay, just trying to catch anyone's attention, not anyone in particular.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
May I get a flashy from you?
Yes. Flashing.
Wow.
A 6.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think you definitely get the attention of your NPCs because they were looking at the hut's entrance anyway. But you also get the attention of several passerbys. Do you because you did well on the roll? Do you want anyone in particular, not Orita, I don't think she would be here, but of the people of the village that you've met, do you want anyone in particular, like anyone's attention in particular?
What happened to Jon? I don't remember.
He's with always Thirsty, the horse, and Rebab.
Oh, he's there. Okay. Oh, and he said he wouldn't go in, right? Because he doesn't want to pay the fee, right? Well...
You do have his attention because he is with people who, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he will go in, though. Who else?
Because you got a very good flashy, you may be able to overcome people's inhibitions.
Okay. So, like, Anghel is, like, waving and pointing at the hut. So... like... I don't know.
For starters, yeah, I think, let's say, always Thirsty, the horse Rebab, and Jon approached, like, in haste, like, is something wrong? Like, they have a look of concern because Anghel is being very frantic in a good way. And you also get, like, several passerbys, like, looking, like, what's going on, and, like, they're ready to step in if needed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, we didn't meet anyone except for the dude, the Cornell.
You met some, yes, him. You also met some minor characters. Technically, I have names for them, but they just never said it. At the ruins, who were like taking time to travel.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So I don't need anyone in particular.
And Daniel, if you remember.
Right. But is he around? It doesn't matter. Like he's the least important person I need right now.
Burn.
Damn.
Sorry, Daniel. Didn't mean it personally. I
was about to suggest that maybe as the people are closing in, this is also a good time for Illona to jump out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Illona is now upon the scene as well.
Still cat form? Yes.
Your choice, because it's your stunt. I would be more inclined to give you back your ability to reason.
Okay. Oh, so it's still not like I can be...
The ritual is nowhere near done.
Okay, but she said it was done. What a hoax. What the fuck?
She said that particular step of it was done.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm gonna fix that at some point. Okay, I agree. I'm no longer cat form because I don't want to be stuck that way. And
the sudden burst of agility and the like impulse to flee a scary situation are gone.
Okay. I'll probably turn to Anghel and say, what happened in there? I don't know what to say.
I guess the NPCs will come along and Jon will say, everything all right?
Illona will just shake her head.
Anghel will point at the hut. He's cruel. Merciless.
Rebab narrows his eyes and says, is there danger?
Biohazard maybe, but I don't know.
Jon hesitates a lot, touches all of his pockets, turns around, spits on the ground, turns back around, takes a deep breath, and prepares himself to go inside.
Wow.
Okay, go, Jon.
Chad.
What a Chad.
Go ahead if you wanted to say something, Show&Tell.
I'm just thinking about maybe to go to Orita now. Yeah, maybe. I wonder if to make it to ask Illona to come or something.
Are you asking?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, maybe Anghel will Yeah.
Maybe you'll need
Yeah,
a
he's
mouthpiece.
What?
Maybe you will need a mouthpiece.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds
like,
good. So, huh?
Well, what is Anghel asking how?
To come with him to Rita's house, basically.
Do you really want to go there now? I think we should at least get Muninn out of there first.
Anghel shakes his head. No.
Why not?
She needs to see this.
Nobody needs to see this. Why? Why would she need to see this?
It will help.
What exactly are you playing at? What's the plan here? I feel like I'm missing a few steps.
Okay. Let's see how we explain it shortly.
Just because some time has passed, I think Yon has taken enough precautions, spiritual precautions, as he goes in and yet lets out a shout of surprise.
Okay.
The other villagers look concerned and they start rushing in like, what's going on? We should, like, help.
Okay, cool. I don't know if the witch will like this, but yeah. Okay, Anghel looks on that with satisfaction.
Mm.
I'm still trying to think how to explain this to Illona. See Muninn like this, will stop believing in Akesius, is what he tells her.
Oh. How? How exactly will that make her stop believing? I mean, I kind of understand, but like at the same time,
You have a better idea?
I
This
feel
is
like
the
we
only
should.
thing we have.
I feel like we should help Muninn out of this one. But I don't want to be the one to clean everything up.
Exactly.
Do you think she has a spell of some sort for that?
Clean everything up. This is Rebob speaking. Is Muninn in danger? You're not acting like they're in mortal danger.
Anghel shakes his head like, nah.
I imagine Anghel does not have an agitated expression.
No.
Let's just say, like, there happened an accident, I guess, in there. Yeah.
Did Muninn spill some wine? Ask always thirsty.
Something like that.
And you think we should not help? Rebob asks Anghel.
I'd suggest we help. I think it's not a good
We
situation.
can help after. Anghel sides.
Does anyone translate for Rebob's benefit? Because Rebob was expecting a yes or no answer.
I don't know.
I think Illona would say, like, yeah, Anghel wants us to help afterwards, but I don't see how this is useful. Illona, like, question marks and shrugs and, like, look questioningly at Anghel.
I'll roll Rebob's clever to see if he can piece together the pieces.
What piece? I don't know. Like what?
Like the makeshift plan that is in Angel's mind, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
He has, with a 4, he narrows his eyes, like as if he's on the cusp of getting it, but doesn't quite get it yet. But because he's a very cautious person, he's not gonna, like, barge in.
All right. Anghel can work with that. So Anghel like starts going in Arida's direction and kind of like starts, I don't know if pulling on Illona's like something, but like kind of nudging her.
Always first he takes the cue to push Illona.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I was like, hey, stop it. What? No.
Well, if the prince wants us to go, we should go.
Maybe I don't want what the prince wants.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, stop pushing me.
Are we taking her with us, my prince?
No, you're not.
All right, Anghel, kind of gives up, like shrugs, and then he starts walking in Arida's direction, I guess without Illona.
Oh, wait for us. As always, first and the horse come with you.
Okay.
Rebob left alone with, well, not alone, because there's like a slightly increasing crowd of onlookers just peering in and multiple gasps of shock. Rebob looks at Illona and says, "Did you do something?"
I sat there and meditated the whole time. Didn't do anything.
What's that?
Um.
Oh, like a dervish? So you danced?
Not really. Just sat there, waiting for her to cure me. But yeah.
If you say so. So what's the plan?
I'm kind of clueless about this. Do you have any suggestions?
I don't know what's going on.
Well, something happened to Muninn, and I think they're unconscious in there right now.
So they're not injured based on your reactions, but the people are definitely... Alright, I can assume it's something embarrassing, but how bad can it be?
Worse than you could imagine.
Well, I'm still not going inside, unless absolutely necessary. Looks at you, stares awkwardly.
Yeah, I'm also clueless what to do.
And I guess we shift to Anghel, who is not clueless what to do.
Yeah.
Anghel, are you making a beeline from Lacrima's house to Orita's house?
Yeah.
Okay, just for clarity, I'm gonna move your token a little bit just for clarity's sake.
Oh, sure.
That'll mean you're going through like this path, correct?
This path, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, feel free to click and drag your token if you wish. Okay, when you are near that other house, Kranga's house.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Someone will be outside calling to you.
Oh shit, that's the guy. Like, I mean, that's the family of the guy, of the fiance, right?
Yeah, and said fiance is outside. As he sees you running and says, "Hey, new fellow, what's the rush?"
Anghel kind of blinks at him. Stops just for a second, blinks at him, points at the hut of Lacrima, and continues.
Well,
hold
on. Why didn't you tell me about it?
What do you want? Anghel makes a sign like...
Starts walking towards you, casually.
What is this dude up to? Okay, Anghel just shakes his head like, I have no time, I don't know if you can sign it somehow. And then he continues, he tries to ignore him. I don't know if he succeeds, but he's trying.
Okay, yeah. He'll say, "Oh, all right, don't let me keep you." As you go on your way, you head to Arita's house, correct?
Yes. I wonder if I just missed something important, but oh well.
We'll see, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put on slightly more serious music for Orita's house because she's not a very jovial person,
Sure.
I suppose. So, you reach Orita's house and you see her talking with some of the local villagers as you rush in, followed by always Thirsty on the horse.
Okay. Talking to.
Some random people that don't necessarily have like a face or anything like that.
Okay. So Anghel like kind of barges in and starts.
Outside, by the way, she's outside.
Oh, she's outside. Okay, sorry. So he tries to catch her attention.
I think you definitely would. I don't think you need to roll for that. As
Okay.
she turns to look at you, slightly puzzled.
All right. Then Anghel points at the hut. If you can see it from here, I don't know, in the direction, I guess.
The witch's hut.
Yeah.
It's not a big village, so yeah, it's definitely visible.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
can I get a flashy from you, please?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
5.
that's a very good roll. The difficulty I had in mind was 4. So she takes a few steps towards you, not like with a hostile intent, but with a what's going on intent, and she asks, "Is there trouble?"
Anghel shakes his head.
Then, what do you want?
Huh.
What's going on at that house?
Can she see that there are a lot of people there?
Yeah, I'll do her a careful for her. Yeah, she does. She notices that and says, looks at you. What's Angel's expression?
Kind of serious, but also like kind of earnest. I guess. But also like, yeah, I guess earnest is.
She says something to like of, I wonder if you're the one who is going to lie to me and not Muninn.
Angel's supposed to hear that.
Yes.
Anghel shakes his head. At least for now, he's not lying.
Narrows her eyes and slowly begins marching towards the witch's hut.
Okay, cool. Didn't need the Illona after all.
Oh no.
Congrats on the flash roll.
Ruin it.
But she's not like rushing there. She's definitely walking at her own pace.
Oh, it feels so unfair that I can just decide when it wakes up.
It's a lot of power.
Yes, I feel that. I feel I'm misusing it.
So what do while she slowly makes her way there?
What did you ask?
What do you do while she slowly makes her way there?
He goes after her. Oh god, I hope the fiance doesn't. I don't know what he does. Okay. Yeah, he goes after her.
Yeah. She says, slightly irritated, "Don't walk behind me."
Okay, the Anghel, like, was he walking like directly behind her?
I don't imagine that, but like she means in the general sense.
Okay, so Anghel walks up to, like, walk beside her? I don't. What is he supposed to do?
You go on ahead. You don't need to police me, do you? I'm going there. I'm going there.
Okay, Anghel like kind of shrugs and, starts walking ahead, I guess, but like not super fast. Like he's, kind of keeping pace, sort of.
When you pass by the fiance's house, he looks at you and says, "Ah, you've come back." And he notices Orita and says, "Ah, I see. My bad."
You're bad.
Like, and he raises his hands.
Okay.
He raises his hands like,
Okay.
no offense
Weirdo.
intended.
All right. Anghel doesn't get that. If there is anything to get, he was like,
Above board, yes. Let's say there was something to get.
okay. I didn't get it at first either, but
No worries. I mean, I don't think anyone would have gotten it from just someone like saying, "Hey, hello, who are you?"
okay. Wow, this guy is the player. Okay.
Player.
At least he thinks of himself that way. But yeah, I don't imagine you interact with him further.
Sure.
You catch maybe Anghel.
By the way, Arita didn't hear this or see this or anything? Like
She's a bit further a ways behind you, not too far behind.
okay.
But when she passes by, the fiance just like smiles and waves at her, and she smiles and nods back, but like returns to walking, if that makes sense.
Okay.
When you pass by Daniel's house, you sort of see him peeking out, and obviously it's very intimidating to see Orita just marching by him, and he like gives you a frightened look, Anghel, from a distance, obviously.
Anghel just kind of returns like a calm, like to Shem that he shouldn't be afraid, or something, or at least Anghel is hoping so.
May I get a flashy from you?
Flashy. Let's go with flashy. It's going to turn on me one of these days. Ooh, a 5.
You never
Not
know,
yet.
but for this instant at the very least, Daniel correctly interprets your expression, and the fear, you can see that it is gone from his face as he just nods confident that whatever you have in mind is good, for lack of a better
Oh
term.
god, let's hope so. I'm not that confident, but sure.
No one else will bother you as you return to the witch's hut. So I guess we should visit Illona and then have you, Anghel, join fairly soonish.
Sure.
Illona, Ashen, more and more people are like starting to pile in, like to check in what's going on, what's all this, and you hear more and more gasps of surprise and
God.
disgust. And you hear the witch from inside say, "I'm expecting all of you to pay. This isn't a museum."
Oh god, this is ridiculous. I'm so sorry. Oh.
I am kind of clueless what to do.
Rebab also is, so you're in good company.
Okay, can I just like check my surroundings? You know. Okay, so
Sure.
I want to make a check of if there's anybody who I can deeply intimidate and get them to do my will around me.
Interesting request. Can I get a careful from you?
You may. I got 4.
That with that roll, the answer is definitely yes. Are you looking for a type of person in particular, like, I don't know, a small child or like a feeble-looking person, or?
Looking for a person strong enough to carry out Muninn.
Yeah, sure. I guess. Would you like it to be someone who has seen the spectacle inside, or someone who hasn't yet?
I don't really mind that. Just someone with a strong gut.
I think it makes sense that, like, someone who has just seen what was happening inside would be particularly suggestible. So you see like a burly, strong man, almost as tall as Rebab, I guess, just like step back and shock and like make a sound, and he looks horrified, I guess.
Alone, like super stern, like you, like look at him and like
Who
point
are
with the
you?
finger.
Who are you?
Get him out of there now.
Okay. Wait. Can I get a forceful from you? But it'll be an easy roll.
Voiceful, you -2. Can I re-roll, please?
Of course you may. What aspect are you invoking?
Oh shit. Exile to be a noblewoman. I'm like used to having the authority, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, the noble
Forcefully
one
order
part.
people around.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Give me a
Okay,
roll.
here we go again. Please don't give me a fucking minus again. I shouldn't have said anything. What the fuck?
Are we leaving it at that? The difficulty I had in mind was 0, if you're curious.
I feel like, is it possible to get a -4? Because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna get. Okay, okay. I'm a gambler, you know. One more time.
What are you invoking?
Master of Escape. We're trying to make a escape getaway here.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, please don't fail me now, Forceful. Come on, not a -4. Whew.
Oh, you succeeded.
Yeah, you succeed.
And
I
then
was
I get
gonna
them
help
out
you
from my-
with.
Just to briefly turn, I guess, your failed dice rolls into a narrative. Like when you say we need to get him out here now, the emotion on this person's face isn't "oh yeah, we should." It's "who are you and what do you want?" But then I don't know. There's just something in your expression that suitably intimidates him and says, "Right, master, right." Why did I say? Never mind. Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, Illona is the only one who probably canonically did own slaves of the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you, Ashen. That experience has come in handy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this individual would go in, try to barge in past the crowd to get Muninn's unconscious form out. Is that Rebab?
Thank you, Ashen.
Rebab asks, "Are you planning to put them on display?"
No, we're gonna take them to the river and yeah, wash them up.
Hey, thank you, Ashen.
Welcome.
The sigh that you may or may not heard, I don't know if Discord picked it up, was Rebab sighing at the idea.
Okay. Well, I don't care what Bob thinks.
Trying to think. I guess to see what happens, like who gets there, who wins this little exchange, we ought to roll, I guess, Anghel's quick versus a random person's quick assisted by Illona, I guess.
No. What's a quick? Oh God, it's a. We're
You
going
do
to
have-
fail. How sad.
You do have the most fate points, though.
Mhm.
Okay.
The
Right,
random
that's
person
true.
with Illona's assist got a 4.
Okay.
Oh, that's
A
very
3.
close. That's very close.
Okay. Wait, I can do this. Wait.
People have seen Muninn, haven't they?
A bunch of them.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
They have.
but not Arita.
But Arita hasn't. Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
All right, I should go back to the silly music. My bad.
I feel like this has to be some part of like Angel's childishness also kicking in a little bit.
Perhaps.
All right. All right. But okay, protective and righteous. So I'm like invoking specifically the righteous part because he feels it's righteous what he's doing
Bizarrely, it is, I guess. Sure.
in his head, at least. Okay, so I'm adding a 2.
Makes it a 5 to a 4. Do I want to spend a fate point on this random fellow? Ashen, do you have an argument for me to do so? Or shall we move on ahead? Like, why
Yes.
basically, try from this random person's perspective, why would they be particularly motivated to get this done with as quickly as possible?
Like, we've all been there, man. We've all been drunk and like done embarrassing shit. And this is just like that, but a tad bit more extreme. And we shouldn't judge. Like, if this was you next time, you wouldn't want the whole town to see you and like the head of the town. Just like a tiny bit of humanity in there sparks up and like, yeah, I wouldn't want that happen to me.
I don't
It's
think
not-
I don't think he knows that Orita is coming, but I see your point. Okay. I'm gonna spend a fate point to make my roll a 6.
Yeah. Woohoo.
All right, let me think. All right.
Deli, how are you feeling?
I need a shower.
More than a shower, I think, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can I do something that maybe alters the outcome a bit, maybe?
Depends. What do you have in mind?
What? No.
I mean, is this like the last straw thing, or can I just do something a bit wacky, maybe?
The dice we're rolling is to see basically what happens first in the timeline. Anghel and Orita arriving, or this random individual pulling Muninn out and starting to head in whatever direction you deem.
Okay. So, theoretically now, if I do something that maybe encourages this person to do it a bit faster, is that cool?
Yeah, give me... what do you have in mind? What do you have in mind?
Well, Illona has that captain's pistol. She hasn't been using it. So I thought if I pull a gun on him and ask him to do it a bit faster,
Keep
it
in
might
mind that
motivate
you're
him a bit.
surrounded by like 20 people.
I have it in mind.
Then give me a force roll, but if you roll awfully, those 20 people will turn on you.
Okay.
Oh no.
That is a critical fail.
These
Yeah, that's probably -4.
are you rolling are you rolling weighted dice or something?
I think so. So this was not the outcome I had in mind. I have maybe a way to save myself. I have one more fate point.
Yes.
But then I'm also... how high is the forceful boundary for this?
Oh, the requirement, I was gonna ask for a 0, because this guy is already intimidated.
Okay, fuck it. Let's go.
What are you doing?
I'm re-rolling.
Invoking which aspect?
Can I use the noblewoman again, or is it...
Yep. Of course you may. Yep.
I don't even know what to say, because every time I say something, it turns worse.
Don't say anything.
Good news is that's not good enough to succeed, but it's not bad enough to turn things into a bloodbath.
Yay.
Like, if we would have gone with the -4, full disclosure, the entire village and probably the witch would have attacked you.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm happy I didn't.
I mean, you pulled a gun on them. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with the -1, I think what happens is you try to pull a gun on this fellow to get a move on, but in the like chaos of the crowd, like probably just a random passerby just bumps into you and you tumble over yourself and accidentally drop the gun.
Okay. I pick up the gun again.
But back to the dice roll. So currently, show and tell, we're at a 6 to your 5.
Right. I'm thinking maybe distrustful, because Anghel is distrusting that the situation will stay the same. Like, that Illona will, not do anything, basically.
Okay. That I can see. Makes sense to me. You're using it to give yourself +2?
Yes.
Then I think Anghel and Norita will arrive first.
Yes.
How is the gun situation looking? Are people still mad at me?
No. They're not mad at you. Because you dropped it, they didn't notice that you had a gun.
But now I have it again because I picked it up, right?
Yep.
Phew, okay.
So I guess narratively we pick up as this guy drags Muninn out of the hut, leaving a trail of all sorts of fluids on the ground. Meanwhile, Illona is scrambling on the floor trying to get her gun, and as she is, I guess, on all fours, she just gets her gun, she looks up, and there's Anghel.
Illona's like mouthing, "Oh shit."
Okay, Anghel, Arita was behind him, though, so
Several paces behind.
does she see?
She sees the two of you meet, and she sees the crowd. I don't think she would see Muninn quite yet.
All right. So Anghel, Anghel sees Muninn being carried, I guess?
Dragged rather than carried.
Right.
Which,
Okay.
oh, I had a stupid idea, but I'm not, should I do it? Let me see.
I don't know.
Let me see what aspects you have, Deli.
Oh, God.
Can you compel me even though I'm
Of course I can.
even though I'm passed out? Okay.
Yeah, of course. You're still alive, aren't you?
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I feel like I'm dead inside.
Oh, no.
Which would
Years
fit?
of therapy.
This is a stretch, and Ashen and Show&Tell as like sort of third parties. Feel free to tell me that like, oh, I don't. This is a bit of a stretch to Teeironor. But Deli, I'd like to compel your Keeper of Secrets, Seeker of Knowledge, specifically the Keeper of Secrets part, as a sort of euphemism. As you're getting dragged, since this fellow doesn't like care about the state you're in, I imagine he would also de-pants you accidentally.
Okay, yeah.
Do you
Just fuck me up,
compel?
fam. Just fuck me up, fam. Just do it. Just do it.
Also, Show&Tell and Ashen, feel free to say that that doesn't work as like, sort of third parties.
I can't. I know, I'm enjoying myself.
Okay. Muninn is properly de-pants because they're being dragged on the ground, and revealing everything that we described in the previous session and briefly in the recap for all the world to see.
Oh, wow.
I'm face palming right now. You can't.
I think some of the village people will like start laughing out loud.
Oh, man. I don't know. Will it be cruel to wake Muninn up now? I don't know.
Perfect timing.
Oh, God.
I'm voting yes on that one.
Sure. Then,
Oh, no.
then they can wake up.
Oh no.
Real brief, I guess, before you do. Well, you do, obviously, but real brief. Muninn, as you start waking, like getting back your senses real slow, you hear Cassius's voice in your mind say, "I dearly hope you are happy with yourself, child. I will not be saving you from this one."
Oh my god. I
Uh,
think as
has Arita seen already? She's like,
I think the moment Muninn wakes up would coincide with the Muninn Orito arrives. Unless you guys want to stop her.
I was thinking of stopping her, but the only thing I can think of, I don't know.
is shooting her.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
No.
cool.
I mean, I
really
don't
want
know.
Um, I'm tempted to compel Ashen, and Ashen will be obligated to accept. But I won't. I'd rather be impartial. So Show&Tell if you want to
What,
compel
to
Ashen.
shoot?
Wait.
No, to compel Ashen to not do that.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I was like, what?
To like,
Ashen, I compel you to do it.
Yeah? Yeah? Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Based on what, though? You need to invoke this.
Based on the rule of
No, I'm sure
awesome.
she...
mm. Again, I'm not going to compel Ashen because I'd rather be more or less objective in what's going on, even though I'm clearly biased in one way. But so, you guys tell me what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Did Illona decide to shoot?
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of fucking up the gameplay if I just shoot people.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
I'll briefly mention that Orita is a boss level character, and I'll say no more.
Yeah, please, we don't want to fight her.
Can I compel myself to do something?
Of course you may.
Can I compel myself to throw up on this big burly guy that's like carrying me around?
What aspect are you invoking?
The
Sense
throwing
of
up
smell.
aspect.
Yeah. The sense of smell one.
Oh.
As soon as I
Okay.
wake up. Sorry, go on.
I said okay, that's all I was gonna say.
As soon as I wake up, the smell, all of the smells hit me all over again, and I throw up on the back of this guy.
The back, he was dragging you. Well,
Oh, dragging me? Oh, okay, well, I thought he had me over his shoulder for some reason.
he does not want to touch you too much.
No, that's fair enough. I throw up probably projectile in that case on this
In
guy.
his face. In his
Sure,
face. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So
I haven't had this many fate points in so long. Can you? Is it a rule that you can give fate points to people?
I mean, if
Or
you
can-
compel them, right?
in what way do you mean?
Obviously, you can compel people to give them fate points, but
Right.
can I just give someone a fate point?
No.
Like, okay, no, I didn't
It
think
has
so.
to be via compels.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hashtag feeling very compellable.
Yeah.
So good.
Sorry. No. I was just thinking.
Okay. So unless any one of you wants to do something else at this moment, what happens is Muninn is getting dragged out from the house, deep pantsed in the process, wakes up, projectile vomits in this fellow's face. The fellow lets out a gasp in shock and just drops Muninn in their own mess, and that's when Orita shows up. And just stares in shock and bewilderment at what's going on.
Yeah. I think Muninn would just Muninn would just lay there on the ground, like, kind of in disbelief themselves, and they wouldn't even they might slowly de-pants themselves maybe, but
Pro
like
pants.
pro pant, yeah. But apart from that, they're just like, do you know what? There's no recovering from this.
Illona, you feel someone, like the presence of someone small behind your, I guess, right leg.
Okay.
Do you turn to look, or?
Can I try to like gauge who it is?
Sure, give me
Like,
careful. Give me
hold up.
careful.
I guess it's chicken. Here's my careful. 3.
Mhm.
It is the chicken, as it's
Oh.
once again sketching out Muninn in detail.
Uh,
Go chicken. Go chicken.
So for the moment, Aurelia is too shocked to even think. So what do you guys do or say anything?
Illona, no.
Anghel wants to say Acacius, but I don't think there's anyone to say it for him right now. So maybe he signs it just for the fun of it, but I don't think anyone, can do anything with that.
Just for a bit of context, Rebob leaves the scene. He does not want to be a part of this. Always first he mumbles, "That's what too much wine will do to you."
Oh, he knows. Doesn't he?
Maybe Muninn would look up and see Arita.
There's there's the crowd, there's the players, there's the NPCs.
Yeah, but Muninn would be like, oh, "What the fuck? What are they doing? What are these people doing here?"
I would ask you the same thing. What are you doing? Says Orita.
You can thank that witch over there, and Muninn would like point to the hut. She has so much crap in her, literal crap in her hut.
Oh, she's a witch. What do you expect? Did you go touching her things?
Not on purpose.
Is this how you honor Acacius in your land?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not exactly. Muninn would like shake their head like no, and then like just like drop their head back onto the ground, if that makes sense, like because they're like staring up into space. Well, not literally space, but this sky.
I'm gonna roll Rita's clever to see if she realizes something. Oh, she does. So, with her realization, she turns to Anghel and says, "So why did you bring me here?"
Good
Like,
question.
her eyes narrowing in suspicion, like, wait, there's something fishy going on.
Something fishy. I guess. Anghel just kind of points at the moon. I don't know. What can he say?
Can I get a flashie from you?
Sure. Oh, sorry. What is? A
Okay.
4.
Okay. She narrows her eyes, but like she doesn't have proof of anything, so she drops it. And she says to Muninn, "Muninn of Brightland, you're sure that's your name?"
It's yes.
Really?
Look, if you're giving me a riddle, like I've had enough like shit for today. Just what are you trying to say?
That I can't believe Acacius would choose someone like you.
Well, you better believe it. He's thinking in my head. Maybe he's thinking in my head.
I love it. I love it.
This is awesome.
With this newfound doubt in Orita's mind, from now on, if hypothetically you were to engage her in combat, anything that is Acacius related because of her floundering faith will receive a -2 malice.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Nice.
The whole, I mean, can I tell a lie? That will be guaranteed to be believed.
Your stunt, sure.
Yeah. Muninn
You
would
might be
say,
sabotaging all the gains that Anghel has made, but sure.
Please don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Muninn would and also this stunt, it's guaranteed to be believed, so anyone who hears it will believe it, right?
Yes, There's I'm the main reason I'm hesitating is because Illona and Anghel would also hear it, and their player characters and player characters using stunts on each other is always a little weird. But I guess we'll deal with it like on a case by case basis. So state your case.
Okay, to make things simple, I guess because I'm not trying to lie to Illona and Anghel anyway. So I guess should we say that it doesn't affect them? Maybe.
I'll be the judge of that based on what lie it is.
Based on the lie, okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, what would the witch think of this if she can hear me? But the lie that I was gonna say, Muninn would exclaim like, the only reason we went to see the witch in the first place is to find I can't remember the name. Is it Eusebius? Is to find Eusebius, and she used her magic to determine that he's not even alive anymore. Do you reckon that's like? Do you think that's fair enough? Or
for the NPCs, of course it is. For Anghel and Illona, Anghel has. Show&Tell and Ashen, are you alright with believing this lie of Muninn's?
It's interesting, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
Illona,
think.
definitely.
I will say, Muninn's not trying to trick you two. So
Yeah, but collateral damage is a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what it means.
For Anghel, hypothetically, if he believes it, it may mean because he saw that Eusebius was old and sickly, maybe he just croaked.
Oh, he believes that he actually died.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I did sort of consider that. So
I mean, that's kind of cool, honestly.
yeah,
I don't know.
the purpose of that, obviously, Muninn was trying to fake his death anyway, so that they would stop trying to go after him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
To answer your question, if the witch were to hear it, she'd have to believe it too, as weird as it is.
I retconned her.
Yeah.
I retconned her memory.
I think you gaslit her. I think that's the term.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Honestly, this is like the perfect distraction. You make everybody so dazed and confused with whatever happened.
Yeah, I
It
kind
will
of
just,
detract.
Yeah, we'll believe whatever you say now.
Yeah, I detract from. Yeah, it fits. Honestly.
Okay.
Illona's 100% on board with believing that.
Show&Tell, how do you think Anghel would be too?
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
The Muninn, you say that. The vast majority of the villagers who were unaware that there was even the possibility of Eusebius being alive are mildly confused. Orita, because she believes it, I guess you briefly feign disbelieving it and shout towards the hut, Lacrima, is this true? Lacrima being the witch. And she says, I suppose it has to be.
Ooh,
Interesting answer.
Of course it is.
interesting. Muninn sighs in it was all worth it kind of way.
Really?
The poo was worth it.
When in doubt, poo-poo then.
This isn't even my poo. Can you imagine if Muninn said that and everyone had to leave?
She pooped my pants!
Yeah, I can't remember what TV show it's from, but I swear there's a line that's like, "Oh, who the fuck shit my pants?"
Isn't it like wizards with guns?
Maybe.
I know the line from an online reviewer who was like joke interpreting a drunk person that said, "Did you shit in my pants again?"
People are wild.
It's a funny line.
Good news is it doesn't sabotage Anghel's gains of like get the malice to Orita's rolls, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
She's still shocked and staring in disbelief and says, "Clean yourself up and then come talk to me."
Okay.
She's talking to me. Oh, obviously.
Interesting.
So, okay. Is there a nearby river or?
Yeah, look at the map.
True. Okay, I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna crawl over there if that's okay.
As the crowd parts to make way for you, but still laughs at you as you do.
Oh,
Oh,
Anghel. Oh wait, Anghel does because of this lie that he believes. He doesn't realize. He doesn't realize that Muninn was lying.
Yes,
To help.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
unless Muninn reveals the lie, I guess, or Anghel directly sees you, CBS. Although even then, I'm tempted to say that Anghel thinks he sees a ghost.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
The
Well,
start
it's
of
not even.
Anghel's insanity.
It's not even that out of character to be like, oh, that's a ghost, because ghosts exist in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But true.
As Muninn starts crawling towards the river, Lacrima the witch comes out of her house and says, "You're still paying me for all the crap you touched, and for the prediction about Eusebius."
Anghel takes out. What was it?
So you carved an auroch for Illona.
Yeah, there was another thing though. There's another thing. What was it?
Good question. I don't remember.
Yeah, I just totally escapes me. What were we? Damn, I don't remember.
The
Anyway, he
prodigious
carved
thing.
something.
The prodigious thing, yes.
And he hands it to her.
Yeah, she stares in shock and says, "Remarkable craftsmanship. But what have you guys paid for Illona's treatment? Because basically,
Yeah, there was another one. The Auroch was the one for Ilona.
I know you made the auroch, but have you paid it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Illona gave it at the beginning, and then we had to make it clear that it was for everything.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, she says yes. That'll definitely cover everything. Then she'll yell out at the crowd, "Get out of here, all of you! This isn't the theater." And not eager to make the witch mad, the crowd disperses. Although I think they'd follow Muninn from a distance to laugh at them.
Oh, damn. I wanted Anghel to feel bad and do something. I mean, maybe he does feel a little bad. But he doesn't realize Muninn... yeah. How much Muninn has sacrificed. I guess.
Mm-hmm. And the witch says to Illona, "Do you want to continue the ritual now, or?"
Wait. In there?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm a work from home kind of person.
Did anybody clean it up?
We love that. We stand that.
What
We
did,
love that work from home lifestyle.
Totally.
What did you say, Show and Tell?
Did anybody clean it? I don't think they did.
Did anybody what?
Clean.
Clean? No, they have
didn't.
not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I guess you'd yell out at Muninn as they're crawling away. When you're done, you're coming back and cleaning all of this, or I'll hex you. Got that?
Yeah. Just give me a give me a break.
I'm very, very serious. You're driving away business.
Yeah, let me wipe this. Sorry, Susan Wojcinski. Let me wipe this shit from my ass before I first.
Shakes her head, and she says to Illona, I guess you better come back when they clean everything up, and or when you, Ashen, have to leave, so that we can have a convenient excuse for what Illona's doing.
Okay.
For the sake of it, maybe she says that in character.
Illona looks like, who's Ashen? What?
I'll be here. She goes back into her hut.
See ya.
Always thirsty. Slightly says, so. This is part of the plan, right? Asking Anghel.
Anghel nods. Anghel's very satisfied with himself.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Even though we just heard that Eusebius died, I don't know what he feels about that. That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. I guess he needs to digest that. Maybe he looks over to Daniel's hut. Is Daniel still out?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, as in you don't see him, he's probably inside.
Uh-huh. So, okay, I guess what is Orita doing?
Going back to her place.
Okay, then okay, so maybe Anghel will kind of try to slip away to check on Daniel, I guess.
Sure. So we know what Munin's doing. We know what Anghel's doing. What is Illona doing?
Good question. She's
Again,
probably
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
venting about everything to Rebob.
Again, Rebob left the scene because he did not want to be in this.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Proximity.
go find Rebob. I'm gonna have some,
To vent.
yeah, some girl talk with Rebob.
Sure, I think he'd
love
still
it.
be nearby, and he'd approach you, and he'd say, "Was this intended?"
It sure turned out well, but I don't think it was intended. But I think luck is for the best now. I think.
If you say so, I don't see. But all right,
That could have gone so much worse, I think.
could it have?
Well,
Again,
at least for...
Rebob is not fully aware of the complexities going on. He's still thinking
Yeah.
mainly of Muninn.
Well, if you count Muninn out of the picture, I think it went pretty alright.
Isn't Muninn the picture?
Yeah. And Illona, thinks back to the sketches that the chicken made. Indeed he is. Sorry, there.
You hear a shrill voice from behind your right leg that says, "Let me know if you want some copies."
Illona would actually chuckle at that.
What was that
Thank you.
voice?
Huh?
Rebob asks, "What was that voice?"
Oh, he doesn't know about the chicken?
Don't think he does.
Oh, he will think I'm cursed for sure now if I come forth that I have a talking chicken.
Mm. Anyway, thankfully we don't have to clean them up. Where's the lad and those weirdos?
The what?
The lad and those weirdos.
Oh. Good question. Should we
The lad
join
and
them?
those weirdos, that means always thirsty and stuff?
Anghel always thirsty, and the horse.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anghel is the lad.
Yeah, that I got.
Oh yeah. We join them.
Is Show&Tell, you were saying that
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just thinking that always thirsty always follows Anghel.
Mm-hmm. Unless you
So
tell
we're
him
all
otherwise.
heading to. Okay, maybe he told always thirsty to kind of wait before he left.
Okay. Then Illona and Rebob, you definitely see always thirsty, and I imagine the horse, just like standing there as the crowd disperses or follows Muninn. Do you approach? Ashen?
Yes.
Yeah, always thirsty and the horse look at you and say nothing. Like some NPCs in a game.
Okay. I would continue approaching.
No, I mean you're there. You're there.
Okay.
Awkward silence.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. Just gonna like stare awkwardly at them too and like look away.
They stare awkwardly back. When you look away, they look away. If you look back,
Like-
they look back.
Yeah, like I look back and like slightly nod and like look away again.
Rebob, being the straight man, will say, "Ah, for the love of... Have you seen Anghel?"
Illona would like continue the look and look away the entire time.
In answer to Rebob's question, always first you say, "Oh yeah, he told us to wait here." And where is he? I don't know. Stares awkwardly. Rebob looks at you as if expecting you to say something.
Not gonna do it. Awkward gaze continues.
Yeah, Rebob, I don't think he has any idea what to do in this situation.
We just want Illona to slowly back away.
Homer Simpson style, sure.
Yeah.
You do that? Where do you head?
I don't know, just backwards.
Sure. You do that, and Rebob will say, I guess, don't go there.
Why?
Indicating let's say for the sake of it that you are heading to the Pilgrim Hostel. And he would say they're very, when I went there, they were very picky of where I could go.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yon told me to wait at the entrance while he fetched food and drink.
Why?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he, by the way?
Can I like investigate, kind of like snoop around a bit?
For Yon, you mean, or?
I guess sure, but like where the food and drink was.
Oh, no, you don't need to roll. So basically, if you remember when Rebob was distracting everyone, this is the place where he went, the Pilgrim Hostel. And he's saying that when Yon took him there, Yon told him, okay, wait outside, I'm gonna bring you the food and drink. Like, you're not allowed in.
Okay.
Sneak in, sneak in.
Yeah, I wanna sneak in a bit.
Sure. This may be a bit more of an involved process above board in terms of time.
Okay, maybe not then.
Oh, man.
I mean, hypothetically, you can do it, and we can say that's what Illona and probably Rebob, and I guess potentially, always first he will not follow you. He has no reason to follow you. Illona and Rebob might be doing that off screen, and we'll see what happens at the start of next session.
Sure, but I kind of want to do it alone. I don't want to...
Okay, you can tell Rebob not to follow, though.
Oh, that's mean.
I think he has a bit slightly better sneaky than you do.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, 6.
Oh, then for sure. Join Rebob. I thought he had the shit sneaky.
No, I mean, remember he was like a spy and such, and an informant.
Yeah.
Right, he was.
Yeah, let's freaking go.
I guess real brief. You see, like someone sort of standing guard at the entrance, although they do seem like not particularly interested in the job. Like they're mainly following with their gaze the convoy of people that are following Muninn. Do you try to sneak past them inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a sneaky from you and also roll rebobs and this fellow's careful?
Cha. Ooh.
Sorry, Rebob got a 7, you got a 6, and this fellow got a 0. So yeah, you sneak in, no issues. And
Yeah.
Rebob whispers, and he's totally not heard by anyone else because he's so damn sneaky. What are we looking to find?
Well, we're just looking around for something interesting. Maybe we can learn something of use here.
All right then. And because the Pilgrim Hostel is a bit more involved as well. Ashen, what do you think?
Of what? What?
So this investigating the Pilgrim Hostel will likely take some time. Not an entire session's worth of time, but some time.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good place to leave it, or
Yeah,
for
that's
next
what I
session?
was wondering, if you would like to
Yeah.
depart,
good.
I suppose.
Well, then I'll be off. Bye bye.
First of all, Ashen,
Bye bye. Yeah.
first of all, do thank you for participating, especially in the beginning part of the session. Second of all, can you tell the people where they may find you and what you do?
Yeah. I'm Ash. You can find me on Instagram. Ash Paint Stuff. Right? Indeed, do paint stuff. And speaking of paintings, I just have to say this. Muninn, I
Hi.
freaking adore your new profile picture. It looks awesome.
Thank you. Wait, what new What do you mean?
And the one with the sparkles.
Oh,
Just notice it now.
thank you very much.
So oomph. Yes.
yeah.
Shit.
Thank you. I love it too.
Mhm. It's great.
All right. That was it for me.
Mhm. Thank you, Ashen. Do check her out, and we will check in on Illona's adventure in the Pilgrim Hostel ASAP at the start of the next session.
Sounds good. Okay, good luck, y'all. And see you
See
next
you
week.
later, Ashen.
Oh,
See you, Ashen.
goodbye.
So, going back, shall we check in on Anghel or Muninn? What do you all think?
Anghel?
Okay. I don't mind.
Okay, let me also change the background music because we're not in Silly Town anymore. So, Anghel, I'm guessing you approached the home of Daniel.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just remembered, by the way, Muninn has a bunch of documents that they, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Anyway, Anghel approaches the home of Daniel. He sees you approach and goes outside with a curious concern, not concern, but like a what's going on expression. Do you need
Anghel,
something?
Anghel, like, when he gets close, Anghel kind of puts a hand on his shoulder in a comforting kind of way,
Looks at it, looks confused, puts a hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
Stares awkwardly.
Yes. I guess Anghel kind of is a little confused by that, and he just kind of pats him on the shoulder and lets go because he wasn't expecting that response.
Daniel does the same thing and pulls it back and says, "Is this a thing you do in your village?"
Oh shit. Oh, what? I don't know. Yeah, I guess Angel didn't think he would need words because he thought he would just need to, I don't know, deal with someone grieving. But
So
that doesn't seem to be the case.
what was going on? Points at Lacrima's house.
Angel. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Mhm.
I have no idea.
Oh, right, I forgot you don't. Do you? I'm sure Eusebius would know to speak to you if you want to talk to him.
Anghel frowns.
Did I say something wrong?
Anghel points
Oh,
at
right,
the
I shouldn't say that name out loud. Right, my bad.
Anghel looks around.
Give me a careful.
Is anyone noticing them?
Feel free to give me a careful. Yeah.
A
Not-
1.
Not much I can tell you of that. In
Okay.
either a good way or a bad way.
Okay, so Anghel, I guess, makes of that what he will, and he kind of points at the house, like, to ask, like, if he should go in or something.
Yeah, sure. Like,
So he does.
like indicates that you may go in and follows along. And yeah, inside you see the sleeping form of Eusebius, because old people sleep during the day, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so Anghel just kind of looks at him at first, and then I guess he thinks maybe Daniel didn't realize that he died or something.
Mhm.
So he goes to him, like, to check his breathing, I guess.
You may be careful.
1
Seems-
again.
He seems alive. You can't be entirely sure, but he seems alive.
Okay, seems alive is better than seems dead. So Anghel, like, just kind of, I guess, just thinks on that. Like, he starts to, like, question. Because, I mean, the effect of the lie of Muninn, like, can he realize that he lied? That they lied without being told by Muninn?
Deli, what do you think? I think it makes sense for Anghel to realize, so I'm leaning in that direction, but I would like to hear your thoughts.
I think it makes sense too. If it was an NPC, I would probably say, "Oh,
Oh no,
Let-
for NPCs they will believe you no matter what, but I'm talking strictly player
Oh.
characters.
okay." In that case, yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Like, I was gonna say NPCs probably I would let them roll a clever and to let them figure it out. But obviously, if
Oh,
you don't
God.
even think that's necessary, like, then
A
and obviously,
clever-
obviously, this doesn't. What I'm saying doesn't apply to Anghel because
Let's be clear. Let's say hypothetically Muninn was ambushed by 2 bandits and they decide to use their stunt to say, hey, bandit number 1, bandit number 2 is actually dead and is a ghost. Bandit number 1 will believe you till the end of time until you specifically say it's not the case.
okay.
NPCs will always believe you. Player characters, though, that's a bit more iffy.
Yeah. I think for me it makes sense that Anghel should probably roll a clever, but in this particular case, it's like so obvious that he's not dead that I feel like it's fair to say that Anghel would make
Is
the
it
connection.
obvious?
I don't know if it's that. It's not entirely obvious from, like, Angel's careful.
I don't know then.
The thing I'm wondering is maybe can Anghel think, oh, did Muninn think it, but it's not true? Like,
Well, to be fair, the witch confirmed it.
yeah.
maybe
Maybe
roll a
some all be
mi-
confused.
maybe roll a clever then. If not, like I'm not sure.
Let's go. I can do a clever. It's funny to me because Anghel would
I
just
mean,
believe it.
Teeironor, what do you, is
I
that
agree.
okay?
Okay.
Oh,
It's a
Ah.
1.
I'm leaning towards you're still deceived by the lie, at least for the moment.
Okay. Then Anghel. Well, okay. So like he checked his breathing and it seemed like he was alive, but he wasn't sure. So I guess he'll check his pulse. Would Anghel know to do that? Okay.
Pulse. I think so. In a more, I guess, rudimentary way. Give me a careful.
Okay. A -1.
Oh wow,
He's dead, Jim.
he really is dead.
I get so bad at this. Anghel like kind of like just stares down at Eusebius in disbelief. Not in disbelief, like he already thought it happened. But he's like, oh shit, now I need to tell Daniel. And he turns around slowly. And he looks at Daniel.
Daniel just looks confused. He says, yeah, he usually sleeps around this time.
Anghel shakes his head, like, kind of sadly, kind of like...
Is he sick?
Anghel shakes his head again.
I guess I'll roll Eusebius is clever. Not Eusebius, is Daniel's. Daniel's, my bad. What are you implying with that roll?
Anghel looks at the floor.
Can I get a flashy from you?
To say
No, you can't mean that. He's been... I've never known my parents, but he's been the only grandfather figure I've known.
Oh no.
Aww. Anghel looks, pain-stricken, like he feels this deeply. I guess, I don't know. He feels for Danny.
I didn't account for this.
Daniel just like walks up next to Eusebius with a very distraught look. Says, "No, it can't be. He was alive just minutes ago." Like he seems in denial, not like in. He's not like arguing with you on trying to disprove you. He's in denial, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Anghel just looks like Anghel doesn't know what to do. He just, stays there, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Then I think Daniel would just fall on the bed. Not fall, but like drop, I guess, on the bed, but still remain upright. And like tears would begin pouring in his eyes.
Anghel feels really bad. Maybe he thinks about patting him on the shoulder again? Or holding his shoulder or something? Maybe he doesn't.
Up to you.
Yeah, I guess he reaches out again.
I guess real brief you'll ask, how did you know?
Anghel signs the witch, but I don't know.
He'll just break down crying.
Oh no! Yeah, Anghel will really feel really awkward, but he won't leave. Like, at least he feels that's what he can do.
You hear Eusebius a loud snore, and Daniel says, "Even the rats are crying."
I love that.
Oh my god! Anghel kind of nods.
It's a sad day.
Oh my god.
Shall we check in on Muninn, I guess?
Sure.
Yeah.
Deli, Muninn, have you just been like walking on four legs, or have you properly sat upright as you go to the river?
I think Muninn would have been dragging themselves to the river. Yeah.
Sure. As mentioned before, the crowd from the witch's house follows you at a distance, laughing at you, and like just whispering about what may have happened between you and the witch and your companions and whatever else. But they don't like approach you.
Okay. I guess Muninn would like Muninn would like shout to the crowd, and they would say like, yeah, you've had your fun now. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and you definitely did as well, pal, says one of them.
Yeah, you
And the
want
others
some of
laugh.
this? Muninn would say, you want some of this too, huh? And they would like scoop like something from the inside of their trousers, and they would like, without even looking at what it is, they would like you know when you're about to throw something.
Okay,
Like, they would do
they
that.
cringe and go away a bit, but they still laugh.
Okay. Maybe Muninn would like say like, yeah, you want some of this too, and they would like actually throw like whatever it is, and then they would like, yeah, have some of this, and they'd keep throwing.
Are you aiming at them, or
Yeah, aiming at them.
Oh god.
can I get, I guess, a forceful or careful to see how accurate the throw is?
I'll go with careful. Yeah, I'll go with careful. A 6.
Very, very accurate. Someone laughs at you, and mid-laugh you hit them in the face.
Yeah.
Ah.
Muninn would do the Brightland equivalent of sticking their middle finger up at them, and just say like,
Which is
yeah.
the middle finger.
Oh, okay, fair enough. They would say like, yeah, not so nice, is it?
Can I get, I guess, a flashy from you? The worse the road, the more hostile the crowd.
Oh my
Oh
god,
no. Yeah, I knew something would.
this is gonna be fun. Okay. Oh. Okay. That was a below average roll, to be fair, wasn't it?
Yes,
Just slightly.
slightly.
Okay. So I won't re-roll it for now.
And we're leaving it at that?
Yeah.
Okay, then the person tries to throw what you threw back at you.
Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I guess Muninn would like try and duck out the way, like quickly.
Give me a quick.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Okay.
If you want, you can even get an advantage.
Ha! Yes, please.
You have an
Duck and cover, maybe, or like hard to hit.
Sure. And as you dodge that, do you do or say anything?
I guess as they dodge, Muninn would like
You dodge, yeah.
yeah. As they dodge, they like hold their arms out to their side, sort of thing, and be like, yeah, like want to throw some more.
Someone else will attempt to throw poop at you.
Wait, where did that poo come from?
Do you want to know the answer to that question?
No.
Oh man.
Muninn would try and how would I go about doing that? I don't think that's possible. Muninn would dodge out the way quickly again.
Give me a quick.
Oh yeah. Just when we thought Muninn couldn't get lower.
With 2 to their 3, it hits you, but like not anywhere super important. Like I guess you're already stained clothes.
Okay. Could I? Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, I would say, can I use hard to hit? But to be honest, I'm fine with that.
Let me roll the crowd's like forceful to see how aggressive they're feeling, because they may try to shower you with.
No.
They're on the verge of like turning this into a poop fight.
This is ape behavior.
They continue like following you and laughing at you at a distance.
Okay.
We tried to stop the bloodshed. Instead, we started a poop fight.
Yeah. Could I? Could I? I'm trying to think of what I can do here. Could I everything that I am thinking of is either flashy or sneaky, and those aren't very good stats of mine. Muninn would say, I think this is a little bit clever, but it's up to you. Muninn would shout to the crowd like, yeah, well, if you want to get cursed, this is witches shit, so be my guest if you like. Oh, but if you don't want to get cursed, why don't you fuck off?
Yeah, I'd see it as a clever or sneaky, your choice.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like a clever.
I'll roll to oppose. Okay. Yeah. They back off like with like a multiple groans of disgust.
Cool.
Why do you roll against the clever? Just very like careful.
They're forceful because I'm weighing their aggressiveness, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But all their stats are too because they're generic randoms.
Could I?
They're backing away for context. Go ahead.
Okay, so they're already leaving basically, so I don't really have to do anything else to convince them to leave.
Unless you want to.
I guess Muninn would get another scoop and say like, yeah, like, why don't Muninn would shout, "I curse you," and they would like throw the poo.
Give me a flashy.
Okay. Could I?
How do you defend yourself from someone throwing a parting shot of poop at you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I rolled a 0 to the 2.
No,
Could
the
I
2 is an aftermath of the 0. If you want to change the 0, go ahead.
Oh, okay. If I can, then can I do keen eyesight to re-roll?
How does that help you?
Munin's using their key eyesight to aim properly, I guess.
Okay.
And it's still a flashy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. So then ignore the roll that I made, because the parting shot of poop doesn't happen as you hit, I don't know, like a local child, and they scream in panic, and the other villagers scream and yell out, the curse, and they run away in fear as the child starts crying.
I love this. And Muninn would start laughing. They would say, and they would like probably look a little bit sort of deranged, and they would say like, beware the poo.
You hear the voice of Cassius in your mind. A scholar does not mistreat children.
Yeah, well, Muninn would say, collateral damage. Where were you when all of this happened? Like Muninn would say to Cassius, like saying, "Oh, where were you?"
How do you defend yourself from Cassius tripping you?
Oh, damn! I guess if I was walking and Cassius tripped me,
I don't think you will, but sure.
Okay. I don't know. How would I? I guess Muninn would feel, if Muninn were to feel like being pushed by some unknown force, Muninn would try and like maintain their balance by
Mhm.
yeah, you know what I mean, try to maintain their balance.
Give me a careful, even though it's mathematically impossible for you to get to an 8. We'll see
Okay.
how badly you fail.
Before I do that, hard to hit, would that have to be something quick related for me to use it as well?
Let me see what hard to hit says. I'll give you my
It's not a
verdict.
stunt, it's the advantage.
Oh, no, you can use it, because it's vaguely worded. You can use it.
Okay. Alright, I'll roll careful.
Mhm.
And it's not even worth using hard to hit, so never mind.
You trip and faceplant into your own.
Maybe you can
Mess.
re-roll.
I mean,
Nah.
even with a reroll, it's mathematically impossible for Muninn to reach an 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like at least not that bad. But whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. I just had a thought, by the way. Well, I had a thought earlier, but I'm gonna bring it up now because it's more relevant now. Muninn said to everyone, Eusebius is dead. Anyone who heard it believed it. Does that mean Acesius believes it too?
Oh, I suppose so. By extension, he was listening, and he is an NPC.
Cool.
Yeah. Damn.
Awesome. Okay, well, Muninn would if that's alright, Muninn would lift themselves up, dust themselves off a little bit, realize that was futile, walks towards the river.
You will be, before you do, you will hear once again Acesius' voice in your mind say, I repeat myself, child. A true scholar like you aspire to be does not mistreat children.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to do?
Apologize and clean the child.
Muninn would consider, and if Cassius was listening to their thoughts, Muninn would consider completely ignoring them, or him. But I think Muninn would relent, and then walk up to the crowd.
The crowd has dispersed. It's just the kid
Okay.
that's been left crying.
Oh, okay. In which case, Muninn would kneel to get on eye level with the kid, and they would say "Hey, I'm sorry, sorry, what was that? Did the kid just scream?"
Yeah, it was a yelp.
Okay. Hey, what's your name?
Gigel?
DJ.
No. Gigel.
Oh.
I'll type it in chat.
Okay, thank you. Oh, G-Gel. Okay. Muninn would say, G-Gel. Well, listen.
It's a nickname originating from George, if that makes sense.
Oh, cool. Muninn would say to George. Muninn would say to G-Gel, come on, let's get you cleaned up.
Are you gonna throw poop at me again?
No, but be careful because it is cursed poop, and then Muninn would
Do not intimidate a child, booms the voice of Acesius in your mind.
Muninn would say in their mind, so in their mind but not out loud. Muninn would say or think, I'm not trying to intimidate him, or by the way, or
Sure.
sure. I'm not trying to intimidate him. I'm trying to be funny.
Acesius says nothing.
And Muninn would say to G-Gel, so where are your parents? And then as they say that, they would offer to walk G-Gel towards the river.
Gigel follows, scared, and he says, I don't know.
You don't know? Well, were they? When did you? When was the last time you saw them?
I never did.
Oh,
And the older folks say they got sold.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Is
Do you
there
know my
anyone
parents?
I don't, but who's looking after you? And in Muninn, like, if they are towards the river, they would
Mhm.
like begin to wash themselves as they ask the question.
Ben Gija would also get into the river a little, and he would say, "Well, the masters were taking care of me before. Now it's I live at Orita's house."
And Arita, does she treat you well?
Yeah.
Okay,
She
That's good.
she talks a lot about some guy named Chemius, but I don't really follow.
that's okay. Achemius is you'll get to know him when you're older, maybe, but
She also talks about a lot about a lady with a blue sun, but she doesn't seem very happy when she's talking about her.
no, I can imagine. Does she talk about anything else?
And sometimes the lady with the blue sun comes to the house and they talk, and they talk lots of big stuff that I don't really follow.
Does the lady with the blue sun talk to you?
Sometimes.
What does she say? Or what do they say, sorry?
They kind of dodge my questions, and then they say something like, "I hope you have a good life," or something like that.
Well,
She seems
I've met.
sad.
They do. Wait, me? Sorry, or the lady with the blue sun?
He said she seems it, meaning the lady.
Right, sure. Yeah, she does. I've met her, but I think it's because she has a big job to take care of.
Is she also killing the masters?
I suppose so.
Are the masters bad people?
They are, but I think that's a lot for someone like someone as young as you to worry about for now. What do you, Muna would ask, do you have any interests?
I don't know. When the masters were here, they had me carry stuff. I was working for this guy in the place with all the books, and I brought books to him.
Books. Funny you should say that. So can you read?
The guy was teaching me, so I know a little.
That's good.
Sometimes Orita makes me read stuff that the lady with the blue sun brings her.
That's good. It's a good skill to have, to read. Not many people know how. Yeah, not many people know how.
Well, I know, but if most people don't know to read, what's the point of reading?
The point of reading is to make you smarter, more powerful up here, and then Muninn would like tap their temple. Because the more powerful you are up here, the better you are. No, the smarter you are up here, the more powerful you are.
Oh, so can I one day can I summon fire like Orita does?
If you try hard enough, you can summon fire better than Arita.
Okay, I'll work for that.
Muninn would probably like try and search their pockets to see if they have any kind of trinket or something. To be like to give the G-Gel as a souvenir, to be like. But I don't know what Muninn would actually have on them.
I leave that entirely up to you, as long as it's not something too out there or
Crazy.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. I guess Muninn would tear out. They would take out their tome of knowledge, and they would like rip out a couple of pages from it, and they would like the quill or pen or whatever that they have. They would hand them both to the kid, like after they've cleaned up, obviously, not while they're in the water.
Sure.
Assuming that they're cleaned up by now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. They would hand it to the kid and
I
be
would
like,
say you won't be fully cleaned up because of one particular side effect. That, yeah.
"Oh my god, I forgot about that." I hope Muninn was like hiding that this whole time.
How long has it been?
Oh my god, I don't know.
It's a kid, to be fair. Like,
Yeah. I completely forgot about that.
Mm.
Okay. Let's just say that Muninn was hiding it really well.
sure,
But Muninn
sure.
would Muninn would hand those little things to the kid and just say like, learning to read is good, but learning to write is just as powerful.
What's to write?
The words that you read off of a page, people put those words there.
Oh, like the
And-
masters.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you saying I could become a master too?
No. I mean, that won't be good. But you can, if you learn how to read and write, then you could become powerful, more powerful than a reader.
Oh. Okay, I'll maybe try finding some books in the ruins, and maybe I'll ask the Lady of the Blue Sun to teach me.
Yeah. Just be careful around her, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, run along.
Thank you, poop person.
My name is Muninn.
Thank you, Muninn person.
You're welcome.
Yeah. As the kid runs off, you get whatchamacallit, I guess a message, a whisper from Acacius that says, "That wasn't so hard, child, was it?" This is
I
how
guess.
you're a better parent than you give yourself credit.
Muninn would, if Acacius was if Acacius was paying attention, Muninn would start feeling really uncomfortable at that comment, and they would like not say anything, but they would like make their way to toward wherever they believe Anghel is, for example.
Acacius would probably misinterpret your discomfort and say, "As my follower, your duty first and foremost is to teach and spread learning and to protect children. Always remember that, dear Muninn, dear child."
Muninn would make a mental nod, which is less than what they would usually do if Acacius was paying attention, because obviously before they would go, "Yes, Acacius."
Sure. And Acacius will say, "Perhaps you don't fully understand the importance of what I have told you, but you will in time." Now,
So-
I did not expect Eusebius to have died.
I'm above board. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was just about to as well. Muninn would nod and say, "So, what are your plans with these people now that you know that Eusebius is dead?"
Well, my plans remain the same. It is just that an obstacle has been cleared.
But you realize this small town of people, they're gonna die if they fight against the Empire. If they cause a stink and draw too much attention to themselves.
Well, they must fight smartly. And that is, well, That is what my emissary is for, and what I hope the people of this town will become worthy of.
These Muninn would shake their head and they would say like, "You're gonna kill these people."
If they are not able enough to make it, then so be it.
But Muninn would disapprove, but they probably wouldn't say much after that. They just very clearly disapprove, and they would say like, or maybe they would think like, if you kill everyone who believes in you, then who would be left to spread your name?
Well, we already were in a situation where no one believed in me anymore, and somehow we bounced back. There will be more worthy worshippers in time, and if it means defeating the anathema, well, a sacrifice of a villager or two is well worth making.
Muninn would hold their tongue, maybe. Very clearly not approving, though.
I did promise you a reward if you were to help these people.
And would you consider this... And Muninn would bittersweetly ask, and have I qualified for this reward? Muninn wouldn't word it like that, but they would say something like that, yeah.
Give me a flashy, the result will be dependent on your flashy roll, okay?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, sure.
The difficulty I had in mind was 2, to be honest.
Could I +2 it, and Seeker of Knowledge would be the aspect, like, because Muninn's seeking, well, I mean, I think you know why. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I guess it says, well, there's still plenty more to do with aiding these people, but I suppose you have earned a incentive, a bit of assistance for your main mission, meeting the prince. And above board, Akesius will show you the same cinematic that Eusebius showed Anghel.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh,
This was
Very
basically an alternate path to get it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I can't. Yes. I'm pretty sure Anghel didn't share that, right, before?
yeah, he did.
Correct.
Okay. I can't remember exactly what happened in the cinematic, but maybe like, I mean, I'll definitely rewatch it to like get a refresher. But until then, Muninn would reawaken. If this is how you want to do it, Teeironor, by the way.
Sure.
Muninn would reawaken from the vision, from the vision, and they would say like, they would seem quite like, I'm pretty sure I had notes on it. Should we go back to Anghel to like while Muninn has this vision? Do you think?
We can do that, and I can also DM you the link to the video itself if you think it will help you.
Perhaps, although I could probably find it, so it's fine.
Sure. So show and tell. Shall we visit you?
Yeah, sure. I
What's
can
up?
do that.
What's up? You
What's up?
and Daniel have been, I suppose, grieving.
Yes, they have. And I mean, they will continue grieving until, I don't know, until Daniel does something. I don't know.
Daniel, while
Or he
still...
falls asleep.
Go ahead.
Or maybe he falls asleep at it from all the crying. I have no idea.
Daniel, still sobbing, says something to the likes of, and he promised to free me when my apprenticeship was over so I could go look for my parents. He told me he'd tell me where they were.
Oh, why didn't he tell you already? Uh, Anghel doesn't know what to say to that. He just, keeps on patting him. I don't know.
Deli, I'm skimming over your message regarding the first paragraph. Regarding the first paragraph, no if that thing will happen even if you don't go.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Okay. Again, I'll skim through your paragraph when I can. But back to the scene with Anghel. Daniel will continue mumbling something to like stuff. You told me I had 3 siblings and I don't know anything about them, and he was the only one who could tell me.
Oh, that's cruel. What can we do? I don't know. Anghel is very helpless, as am I. Like, I'm thinking maybe. Nah. I was thinking maybe he wrote it down somewhere, but I don't.
Mhm.
I doubted it either way. Anghel wouldn't think of that. He wouldn't really tell him anything.
Eusebius lets out another snore, and Daniel says, "He told me to get rid of the rats, but I just didn't yet. I didn't get rid of the rats."
Anghel looks around for the rats.
Give me a careful.
What?
The house seems cleaner than, like, for instance, the witch's house. Still a bit dirty. So while you don't spot any rats, I guess it's believable that there may be rats.
Yeah, so.
Daniel just keeps sobbing and mumbling. If you want, I can continue mumbling in Daniel's name.
Maybe Anghel kind of, at some point, kind of lets go of Daniel and just kind of sits on the floor beside him.
Daniel is sitting on the bed, for context sake.
Yeah. Yeah, like, Anghel just, I don't know. Doesn't know what to do. Maybe he's starting to think about baking Eusebius. Or something.
About what?
Is burying Eusebius.
Oh. I think Daniel's thoughts would go in the same direction, but he'd say, "How are we supposed to bury him with the people of this village?"
Yeah. I'll have to wait for night, I guess.
Welcome back, Del. You just missed more sobbing.
Oh no.
As to the
Yeah,
rest,
this is like.
As to the rest of your notes, I can't really confirm or deny much other than the bottom line thing, because a lot of it is your theory.
Okay, that's fine. As in, you can confirm the bottom line thing, or not.
Conditionally, like, don't take it as a guaranteed.
Okay, that makes sense. Awesome.
TLDR, what you missed was Daniel saying something that Eusebius promised to, like, free me when my education was finished, and he promised to tell me where my parents and siblings were, and they were sort of mumbling, "Well, how are we supposed to bury him?"
Oh, I see. Okay. Please don't bury him yet.
Yeah, it's kind of problematic right now because it needs to be a secret anyway.
Yeah. It's Muninn knew that Anghel went into that building, didn't?
No.
Yeah.
Anghel slipped away.
Sorry, I mean, like, in the past, right?
In the past, yeah.
Okay. So what's Anghel doing at the moment? Just grieving.
Anghel is just sitting there.
Okay. I feel like Muninn needs to come in and be like, "Don't bury that body."
Daniel touches Eusebius and says, "He's warm, so that must mean he was particularly holy, right? Like they say that holy people don't rot, right? Bobo, they do say that."
Yeah,
That's
Anghel
cool.
kind of, I guess, nods because he doesn't know if he believes that, but sure.
Well, we were. Let's thank the Free for having blessed us with living under a saint for a little bit.
Yeah, Anghel keeps on nodding.
Daniel's just like not brain farting, but like just like spewing words without like
Yeah.
filtering them at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you Deli, do you have anything that Muninn would like to say or do?
Yeah. In general, or like.
Well, I mean, in the immediate context of the vision, but also in general.
Oh yeah, no, good point. Because Moon hasn't really reacted. I guess, awakening from the vision, Moonin would like be a little bit sort of how do I put it? Like taken aback, and they would like try and sit with the info for a little bit, like not literally sit, but like. They would like try and absorb the info for a little bit, and they would ask Akesius like, "So, why?" Muninn would ask Akesius, "Why did you show me this?"
As a reward, did I not promise you a reward? And is your intention not to meet with the prince? I'm saying that when you meet with the prince, some political upheaval is sure to happen. And well, having someone I trust help shape that political upheaval is certainly beneficial to my end.
That makes... Muninn would frown and say, I guess that makes sense. As in like, oh, that's why you told me. And they would ask, so... You would be in favor of, like, Muninn would ask, you'd be in favor of the prince or the prince's opposers?
Neither of them are of particular value to me at the moment, though there is someone else that may influence things more. Well, provided they arrive to St. Paris before you do, which they likely will at this point.
And I assume that is Zahos?
Nikephoros, yes. The one you so foolishly let take the orb away from you.
Well, we're gonna have to catch up to him. And take that orb back. Speaking of which, Muninn would look around for Anghel and Illona. Unless Akesius obviously says something else.
Akesius, I think, would only add, you treat me with mistrust, but do trust when I say that I mainly show this to you as a reward for your efforts. Of course, my own personal game is not insubstantial, but if I were only betting on my own personal gain, I would have shown this to you earlier, right?
Perhaps. Muninn would say, still kind of distrustingly.
Akesius will say no more. As to looking for Anghel or Illona, give me a careful.
Do I get a +2? Sharp eyes?
Let me read your stunt, and I'll give you the verdict. Noticing.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, cool. 6.
Anghel and Illona are nowhere to be found, but you do see, sort of in the middle of nowhere, like I'll briefly Show&Tell, I'll borrow this token from you. You see always first and the horse just standing where I've put them.
Oh, fantastic. Muninn would approach Always Thirsty and the horse, and they would ask, like, hey,
They turn to look at you.
Muninn asks, Anghel, Illona, where are they?
They look at each other and shrug at you.
You really don't know?
The prince told us to wait here.
Well, where did the prince go?
Shrugs. Does not look concerned.
Muninn would sigh and say, like, if only Good Eye was still here.
Always firstly contemplates throwing a punch, but knowing that Muninn has proven themselves to be more combat adept than they are, they restrain themselves.
Yeah, that was supposed to be kind of like sly as well, by the way. Backhanded? I don't know what the word is, but yeah.
I mean, is it backhanded if it's like very obvious?
I don't know. It's maybe, I don't know. They're not genuinely because they anyway.
Right.
Anyway, so can I roll a careful or a clever to see where Anghel might have gone?
Sure, either. But I would say the information I'll give you is different.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't mean bad, just different.
I guess clever to see, because Muninn's already looked around, so it makes sense to roll clever to be like, oh, where would Anghel be? And in that case,
Your
would I
stat
also?
apply. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. 7.
If there's a place where Anghel specifically wanted to go, like, secretly is not the right word, but like without being noticed or like accounted for, I guess it would be probably not, but I guess possibly the witch's hut, although that seems a bit unlikely, or more likely Daniel's hut.
Okay. I think Muninn's reasoning for this is because, as you say, it would probably be unlikely to be. Anghel would unlikely be at the witch's hut, but also Muninn doesn't really want to touch poo again. Magic poo.
Also, do remember that the witch asked you to come back and clean stuff, or she'll hex you.
Oh shit. Good point. I guess as long as I come back at all, that's fine. Muninn thinks, and then Muninn would go to Danielle's hat, risking being hexed, I guess.
Sure. Let's have the scene play out, because, well, I genuinely don't know how it will go. Muninn, you approach Danielle's hut. You hear loud sobbing from inside.
Oh, Muninn would be confused, and they would ask. They would approach the door and like bang on it.
Says yelps Danielle.
Anghel, I don't know if we're looking into the hut, but Anghel is like standing up, kind of in front of Gil, I think. Maybe he will be the one to open.
Daniel like pulls the what's the word? The thing that covers you when you sleep.
Oh.
Blanket?
Blanket.
What?
Thank you, Show&Tell. Thank you. He pulls the blanket over Eusebius's head and says, "This will only hide him at a glance, but you stay here. I'll go."
He says to Anghel, "Stay here."
Stay here.
Anghel already kind of.
Oh, Angel's already leaving.
He went to the door because he wants to protect them. Daniel, basically.
He wants to what? Oh, to protect Daniel.
Protect them.
Daniel notices that and says, No. If they notice you here, they'll be even more suspicious. I have to answer it.
Okay, Anghel considers that. And then he kind of, I guess, backs away, but he's very close to the door. Like, he backs away just out of sight.
Right.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Daniel rushes to the door and says, Who is it?"
It's Muninn. I'm looking for Anghel.
Looks. What's Angel's expression as Daniel looks at you?
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm just to be clear, Anghel still doesn't know that Muninn did anything for his
Right.
cause. And he knows that Muninn knows that supposedly Eusebius is dead, and he believes that Eusebius is dead.
Muninn doesn't know that Eusebius is here, though.
Right.
To be fully transparent, Daniel is like, if Angel gives the go-ahead, Daniel will say, "Oh yeah, Angel is here." If Angel seems uncertain or scared, Daniel will say, "Oh no, Angel's not here. I don't know what you're talking about."
Anghel will seem uncertain, for sure.
Then Daniel will say, "Oh, he's not here. What do you want?"
Can I tell that he's lying?
Sure, I'll roll a sneaky if you feel free to oppose with a careful.
Okay. Here's a question. You know, my stunt says when noticing someone or something, and I use careful to combat sneaky. Would I notice that he's lying? Does that sound, or is that not really?
That's sophistry at this point.
That's what?
Sophistry. Show&Tell, what do you think? Is noticing a lie something that exists in language?
What? What? Like, what's the wording exactly?
Muninn gains +2 to their careful when noticing someone or something.
So noticing that someone is lying.
I guess it would fall under if it fell under anything, it would fall under the something part.
Noticing yeah, I guess. I guess that's noticing something.
Sure, but Deli, keep in mind that like this is very much sophistry, and I make a mental note to oppose it, but sure, I'll let you have it.
No, it's okay. I won't. I won't. If you think this is abuse of power or whatever, then I won't do it. I'll just roll a careful. I got high careful anyway, right? So, and it wouldn't have made a difference anyway.
It wouldn't have, but the difference is if you could have used the fate point to boost it. But with that roll, yeah, seems that Anghel isn't there. Or at least that's what Daniel believes.
It's interesting that you say that.
Although there were you did notice like suspicious things about like the sobbing, and maybe maybe Daniel's yelp was audible, and maybe you heard more footsteps than there should be. But Daniel at least seems certain that Anghel isn't there.
Okay. In that case, Muninn might ask, okay, well, who else is in there with you? I thought you lived alone.
My sister.
You never mentioned a sister.
I never talked. Oh shit, I did talk. Well, yeah, I have a sister.
Oh, well, it would be lovely to meet her.
She's not looking to find someone.
Well, what's the phrase? It's like the best relationships come to those who aren't looking, or something.
Sure.
Muninn would say something like that.
She's not interested. She's shaking her head no.
Okay. In that case, Is anyone in?
Of course,
Is anyone?
feel free to step in if you want to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Anghel would do.
Go ahead, Ellie.
I was gonna ask, is anyone else in earshot?
Not of the village people, no. Unless you're shouting.
Okay. I don't know why Muninn would say this, but maybe Muninn would say, and I don't know if this is too meta, like meta in the sense that Muninn wouldn't say this in character, but maybe it's not too meta. Muninn would say, all right, well, and they would like lower their voice, and they would say, if you do see Anghel, tell
I
him
won't.
I need. Well, if you do see him, tell him I need to talk. It's about it's about a death that happened recently.
Daniel looks at Anghel with a horrified expression, and but says back, he's not here, but if he comes, I'll let him know, I guess.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I will. If you do see him, I will be at the witch's hut.
Okay.
And then, and then Muninn would take 2 steps away from the house, wait a minute, and then walk away like properly towards the witch's hut.
What's up, Show&Tell? Think you're in the spotlight.
Okay, so like, I think that Anghel will now go out to meet with Muninn, but he is waiting for Muninn for it not to seem that he was at Daniel's hut.
Wait, what?
Well, I get what you mean, Show&Tell, but like, Deli did specifically say that Muninn walks away, but like, keeps looking at the hut, and then only after they are sure that everything's alright, then they fully go.
Yeah, Anghel just waits. Anghel waits until he hears that Muninn is gone or something.
Right.
No,
I guess
sure.
in that case, Muninn is gone now.
Okay. And then Anghel kind of, I feel like he's doing this a lot lately, but he pats Daniel's shoulder, and then he like kind of tries to convey that he will be back or something, and then he leaves too.
Sure. Then you leave.
Yeah. And I guess he kind of goes around, I guess, to make it seem like he didn't come right at Daniel's house or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he, like, I guess, makes his way toward the Lacrima's house.
Mm-hmm. Now, above board, do the two of you want to have your meeting now, or shall we leave it for next session? Though obviously next session will begin with Ashen's sort of side story, which obviously will tie in. And I imagine, hypothetically, although you never really know, Ashen will exit the Pilgrim Hostel and like run into you guys or something. So do you want to have the conversation now or leave it for?
I don't mind either way. It kind of makes sense to have Ashen in this conversation, or rather Illona, but yes, Ashen as well. That Muninn would like to have with Anghel.
Yeah, maybe we should wait. And just kind of see, like, have, Illona catch up, and then kind of see how things progress from there.
Sure. We can do that. And I'm sure she'll have some input as well with what she discovers. If she discovers anything, I guess.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, thoughts on today's session?
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was awesome.
Really good to get myself cleaned up.
Well, not fully.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it was cool. It was I feel like we got a lot done. I feel like we could probably leave this place at like next session, maybe, depending on how things go. And catch up with Zarhos and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if we will catch up with him.
The only thing I'm worried about is that Eusebius might get buried alive.
I mean,
No, I don't think it will go that far. Anyway, then you need to wait, I think, for
also,
night.
Delhi, do keep in mind that like the whole like plan of this village wasn't just let's find Eusebius. Okay, end of day. They have like a whole thing going on of waging like war, pretty much.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I was thinking that we need to talk to, like, I was thinking of maybe we would have to, like, fight, quote unquote, Rita, but, like, not physically. Just
Yeah.
try to
like-
convince her. Like, have combat, but not physical combat.
Yeah,
Or something.
mental combat and all that. That works.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I will say I mentioned some stuff I did not think I would mention, like scattered bits of information through Daniel's mumblings and the kids like babble.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
quite. And speaking of the kid, it was quite sweet to like. It was almost uncharacteristically sweet for Muninn to be that like parental with the kid.
Hmm.
But it was sweet nonetheless.
It also like fits the association with Acacius because Acacius is a prick and doesn't really value human life that much, except for children whom he treasures very much so.
Mm.
Part of the reason why he keeps calling you all children.
Yeah.
It's so patronizing.
It's meant to be. It is very much
Yeah.
meant to
Yeah.
be. Also, fun stuff at the beginning with Poop. Poop always funny.
Oh my god, it went really well, but I did feel bad for Muninn. But it actually worked better than I hoped, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. It really did. Even like the lie was like perfectly placed as well.
Yeah, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, because it kind of fit in general, like with the timing of everything.
Yeah, that was awesome thinking on Muninn's part.
Yeah,
On your part, I guess.
thank you.
Also, it was interesting to have to kind of like fight, sort of, or like not fight, but kind of work against Illona. Kind of like both of us kind of competing.
That was really cool to witness too, because Illona didn't have to kind of like say or try to save Muninn's dignity, but it was cool. It was a cool conflict, like a mini. Well, I call it mini conflict, but it was a cool like dynamic, I guess.
Yeah, especially like it makes total sense. Like it was hard for me even to like really explain why Anghel thought this would work, but it did work because I'm really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad we got to deep pants Muninn in this situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think we started this session with I think the Teeironor saying you can't go any lower than this or something.
Yeah.
And yet somehow we managed to.
Which was awesome, obviously.
Yeah, I guess never say never. That's the lesson for today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, and also, again, you have properly discredited Muninn to the eyes of the village, and shaken Orita's faith a little. So that's arguably progress, depending on how you guys want to resolve things. And you also did it in a way that, like, subtly opposes Acacius without outright opposing him.
Yeah,
Yes.
it would have perfectly, really. I mean, this less malice thing that you said is going to, like, it's an effect that's going to stay as long as we, like, it's not going to wear off or something, unless something happens.
Unless something happens which might happen. I'm not saying it won't, but
Yeah.
how it's related to something that the kid mentioned offhandedly because the kid was just babbling. Don't know how much you were paying attention to that.
What's related? How are we to feel?
The malice.
Yeah.
I think I was listening, but I don't know if like I remember everything that I listened to.
I, generally speaking, remember the gist of what the kid was saying, specifically what he could be referring to.
You can
Or
say it
what
out
Teeironor.
loud. You can say it out loud.
Well, I mean, the kid said that Arita hates the fact that the kid did say Arita basically hates, or at least resents, the Lady of the Blue Sun, which kind of plays into Arita's faith, right? I guess. But then he was also saying about how, to be honest, I can't remember exactly, but I just remember he was talking about the Blue Sun Lady a lot, if you know what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
she holds her tongue quite a lot, which obviously is something that Muninn is, or dances around subjects quite a lot, which is something that Muninn obviously has noticed.
Not what I was referring to, but good observation nevertheless.
Okay.
Well, what I'm referring to was just a single line that I said, so I don't expect you to remember, I guess, everything.
Okay.
Damn it.
I'll have to rewatch the episode next week when it comes
Oh,
out.
right. You can rewatch. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the episode is like almost 3 hours. Our sessions, we record them like 2.5 hours after the episode is posted.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll have to like look for the specific spot.
Yeah.
I guess.
Sure. If you want to do the detective work, sure. I guess I'm also being a bit of a dick, not just saying it.
Yeah, it's really intriguing. Now I need to know what it is.
Anyway, I'm curious if you have any thoughts on what Illona and Rebob may find.
I'm really curious about that. I don't know. They didn't let them in to see, so they're hiding something.
I'm really curious. It's cool that they're doing their own side thing too.
Yeah, like I felt that there was a lot going on in the village that we didn't explore enough or something, and now we're getting to do it, so I'm really glad. It'll be like...
Yeah, definitely.
Well, there's also the documents that Muninn has.
Right.
Yes, that's true. I still need to read them. As well as something else, I feel, but mainly the documents.
Something to keep in mind. I don't know. There were a lot of small tidbits of information that I gave in this episode, but like calling them out almost feels like, because they were tiny hints, turning a tiny hint into a big blob of information sounds almost spoilery to me.
Yeah, no, it makes sense that you would keep it to yourself, kind of. That we need to like pick up on it.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I'm just wondering what exactly like I'm going to, I don't know, try to, like next time I'll try to analyze everything that was said.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll deal with it. And if you really want to, I can send you guys the raw footage if you really need to.
Maybe. We'll see.
Either way, I do love this idea that, kind of love, that the people in earshot will always believe that Eusebius is dead, unless Muninn says otherwise. Because, like, even if he wakes up and is struggling, he'd wind up, I guess, probably buried alive, or maybe people will think he's a Strigoi or something.
Yes.
Oh god, that's not good.
That's true, though.
Or that the Free returned him from the dead. I guess that's also possible, that they may think that.
I realized something as well, by the way. Muninn obviously is going to say to Anghel, like, by the way, I lied back there, but like, Akesius may be listening. So,
To what?
To Muninn. If Muninn says to Anghel, like, oh yeah, by the way, I lied back there.
Yeah, exactly. That's the constant problem. Unless they talk in the hut, but
Oh,
Anghel
damn
doesn't
it.
have the trust in Muninn at this point.
Yeah. Oh, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, it like it's too funny.
yeah.
They will all be solved if they can just talk, and they can only talk if Anghel trusts
They-
Muninn, so we're just like in a loop.
A little bit. A little bit. Well. That's.
Oh, I also want to remember what it was that Anghel carved last time. It's so silly, but it's so annoying.
Wasn't it? One of them was the lion, wasn't it?
A lion?
Was it a lion?
No, probably not. I don't know.
I
can't-
I remember the process where Show&Tell and Ashen were discussing what to carve. Ash and Illona proposed something animal related, and she proposed something cat-like. But I think for whatever reason, you guys moved away from that, but still stayed animal related. Hence the auroch.
Yeah, but then the other
Oh.
time was kind of with Muninn. It was like a different time.
I can't remember what Muninn suggested. Wasn't it a raven or
Yeah.
like a crow or something?
Right, but we didn't go with a crow. We went with something else.
Uh,
But I remember the crow. Yeah, for sure it was. But then it was something else.
I can't remember. Yeah, another reason. Yeah, it's annoying because I didn't put it in my notes for whatever. Oh, I wasn't on my main computer at the time. That's why.
I guess we can go to the episode. It was posted today, and
Yes.
look
Yeah.
for it if we really want to
Yeah.
look for it.
You may.
I definitely will. I definitely will.
You may. I'm curious myself though. Well, in terms of the actual story, unless it's.
Yeah, it doesn't
Some-
matter at
yeah.
all. It's just like
Well, I
it's
do.
just annoying.
I do remember now. I made the offhand suggestion, which didn't happen, but I made the suggestion that maybe, as with the last witch, Anghel could carve something phallic.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah, that did not happen. That definitely did not happen. But just randomly remembered that. Anyway, I suppose we'll see. Oh, on the to-do list for next time, I guess small reminder that Orita called you. Hey, well, Muninn specifically, come see me after you clean yourself up.
Oh yeah, we need to talk to her anyway. We should.
But you also have to clean the witch's hut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll say, Muninn, you've left a trail.
Oh, what, a snail trail?
If that's the slang term for it, sure.
Okay.
I think I'm actually gonna change the map to put the trail on the map.
No. Okay.
I mean, I did it for the one map with when Aresina was bathing. I put a patch of mud where Anghel tripped into the water.
Right.
Something on my to-do list. I'll make a note of it. Anyway, thoughts? Any other thoughts on today's episode before we go into our shoutouts?
I don't think so.
Eat your veggies.
Yes, that's what Ashen usually says.
Mm-hmm.
And suppose in honor of her memory, even though she's not dead,
Oh
probably,
God.
probably. Dear viewers, you can see Ashen's link on screen. Check her out. She's an amazing artist that does great work, and I would highly recommend commissioning her. I would highly recommend her products. Now, let's see what the dice say. Okay, we're continuing with the alphabetical order, meaning that I would kindly ask Deli to now talk about themselves and what they do, what's up with them. How are you, Deli?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you. So outside of these sessions, hello everyone, I'm Deli, and I'm a Goblin VTuber on Twitch.tv. You can find me on there sometimes, and I stream variety. So it'd be awesome to say hi. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter or Blue Sky, sometimes TikTok or YouTube. You can find all my links on my card on screen right now. So feel free to pop by.
Yes, indeed. You can, and they can, and you can all check Deli out. They're a lovely, lovely person. And a small little tidbit, I suppose, because the recording schedule is a bit weird. Deli will show up in an episode of the other campaign this upcoming Saturday. Which happened already in the past for us, but for the viewers will be in the future because scheduling.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I had a lot of fun with guest appearing in the other campaign, as I always do, because the other group is like awesome. And yeah, I had a really good time. So thank you, Teeironor.
And they did great. Thank you also, Deli. Next, we would have Show&Tell. Show&Tell, could you please tell us what's up with you, what are you doing, etc., etc.?
Yes, I am Show&Tell, and I have a Patreon for reactions to shows. And yeah, eventually I'll go back into YouTube. That's the goal right now.
Looking forward to it. And do check Show&Tell out. Her reactions are very, very insightful and entertaining. Thank you very, very much, Show&Tell. And dear viewers, was your Dungeon Master, Game Master, Teeironor. I do this series. It's quite a lot of fun, as you can tell. I also do another series. We've alluded to it briefly, featuring a different group of lovely people, where sometimes, not very often, but sometimes Deli guest stars in. And I would highly recommend that as well. And I also maybe will do some additional content for Legacy of the Rimlen that you should stay tuned for. And I'll say no more on that front. But other than that, thank you once again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We should be back next week, probably, unless something happens. I'll let you all know on Twitter and Blue Sky if for whatever reason we have to postpone an episode. But other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.